Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Two teams that are not going to worry at all are the two teams that are playing tomorrow. Because, hey, they got nothing to lose. We're talking about Chennai and Mumbai. That's match 59. They got nothing to worry about. Yeah, they don't. Look at it. Who would have thought? Yeah, Harsha,
yeah. Most times you want to find yourself in life in a nothing to lose situation, right?
Yeah.
I've got nothing to lose, but not if you're bottom of the table. There's a lot to lose. I mean, overall, given the stature of those two teams. But you're right, 9 versus 10.
Yeah,
9 versus 10. You've just got to be saying, what can we gain out of this season and how can we be better next year?
Yeah. We've heard today that Ravindra Jadeja is not available. So Jadeja is not available for the rest of the tournament. Surya Kumar Yadav is not available for the rest of the tournament. So those are two big losses for both the teams. But remember, these are now captained by, one was always captained by the captain who's won 5 trophies, and the other is captained by the guy who's won 4 trophies. They're up against each other tomorrow. We know they're wily captains. You may think that they have nothing to lose, but these two captains, if you look at their record, they don't like you. They don't like losing, Michael, and they've lost a lot this season. So they're going to come out today. No, tomorrow. They're going to come out tomorrow, and they're going to say, we need these 2 points because we just want to win. We want to win. We want our fans to be happy. We want our stakeholders, our owners, our players need that confidence. So they're going to come hard at each other because they are also each other's nemesis. Nemesi. Nemesia?
Nemesi. Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
I don't know what's the plural of nemesis. They're each other's nemesis.
Like hippopotami.
Hippopotami. So yes.
I tell you what it is tomorrow. It's well worth watching because they'll both just go for it. I just wonder whether it's worth both franchises just trying to pick out 2 youngsters that they feel might be a part of next year and the year after, and just give them games.
List.
They might.
Squad list. Squad list. Bring it out. Let's see who the youngsters are. That's what I really want to see. I want to see.
Go on.
Hankar Kekar. Want to see Hankar Kekar. Don't know if he's getting a game. Good. We were talking about him. I think, Harsha, we were talking about him before the tournament began as well, right?
Yeah, he's the under-19 player, isn't he? I just don't understand why you wouldn't just give these youngsters a couple of games, IPL experience. You just never know. They might just kind of take to it, duck towards a start, and you've got a player for next year. I don't quite see why you play all your senior players. You can't do anything in this year's IPL. So what can you do? You can find 1 or 2 players. So you might as well try 1 or 2 youngsters and just hope. And it's great. It's a great spectacle as well. And it's a great, whatever the kind of Chennai, Mumbai rankings are. And it's very rare that they're in this situation. It's still a big game of cricket. And no better way or place to try and blood a youngster is in a big game like this with MS Dhoni as captain. Will he be captain next year? So use it for a youngster to play under MS Dhoni for 1 game. Same with Rohit. So I'd throw a couple of youngsters in each team if I was in charge of the franchises.
Unleash
they could go left field as well. Just put that Chennai team up because you're most likely you think, okay, no Jadeja will play mid Santner, and they've done that for a couple of games. No, when Moin was away, they played Santner. No Jadeja plays Santner. So might be the way to go, especially if the tracks are tired. Look at the overseas players. Yeah, Conway will play. Conway will play for the next 6 years for Chennai Super Kings. So Conway will play. Moin Ali will play. I'm just looking at the bottommost name. We're in the bubble, right? We keep hearing things. We're in the CSK bubble. And we're hearing things about that last name over there. He's got an arm that's lower than Malinga's and he's quick. Matisha Patirana. He's a slinger. He's like Malinga, if anything, with a lower arm than Malinga. Oh. And they might just say, no, maybe if not this game, last game, let's throw the kid in. Dwayne Bravo, you want to take a break? Pretorius, you want to take a break? Let's throw this kid in. You will see some of the videos. He comes from here.
Harsha, I don't understand why they wouldn't. Why wouldn't? Why wouldn't you just throw him in and just see? Something different. Just have a look. Just see if he can cope with the stays, the big profile game that it is. They've got nothing to lose.
The most important thing here is there is no Ravindra Jadeja. He has had, well, this is a year that he would like to forget, and this is just one more reason why he'd like to forget it. Michael first thrust into captaincy, as much as they say that he knew before. I don't know, I still have my doubts. But thrust into captaincy, and then it gets taken away from him. I don't know if he had a say in both those things happening. And then now he's injured. And the games that he did play, 5 wickets, 100 runs, played 10 games, this was not his year, not at all.
No, I mean, I don't know what his injury is. I don't know how much he's been affected by the captaincy. I'm not too sure how much he's been affected by bubble life. You got to remember these players are in bubbles, and some players, it's just driving them mad, and they just can't cope with the bubbles and just being restricted. There has to be a question mark over Jadeja's kind of position at Chennai going forward. If it is that he's had a bit of a fallout because of the captaincy, whether he's injured, that we'll have to wait and see what that is. But there has to be a question mark of whether it might be coming to kind of the end. Jadeja at Chennai, things come to an end sometimes, and a change might be good for both the franchise and the players. So this space situation.
Yeah. Look, it depends on how he's left. It depends on how he's left. It depends on how much of it is an injury that with only 2 games left, why take a chance? It depends on how much he's unhappy about the captaincy being taken away from him. It also depends on what Michael said. With the bubble life, sometimes your patience tolerance levels get a little lower. On another day, suppose he was unhappy, he would have said, yeah, I've seen ups and downs in life. But when you're already on a short fuse, you start to, your tolerance levels are a bit low. So I don't know what state of mind he's left in. But I hope he's left, because CSK is not the kind of a franchise that'll break relationships very quickly. So I hope he's gone with the right frame of mind. But we'll know by December. We'll know when teams have to release players. We'll know by then. But hopefully it won't come down to that.
Let's have a look at the Mumbai squad real quick. There's one youngster who's done very well there, Tilak Verma. So he's been the impressive story for them. Tim David has been very impressive as well. Michael Vaughan, quickly tell us, where are you on the whole Kieron Pollard situation?
Well, he's got a contract that states that he must play, so he's probably going to carry on playing. I just look at all this, the squad there, and you just pick out. I mean, there's plenty of names there that I don't know a great deal about, but there has to be 1 or 2 youngsters that deserve a chance. There has to be 1 or 2 that deserve a chance, and you just play them, give them that experience.
Yeah, I wonder if they could go back to dual brevis and say, okay, you play at a different position. Maybe your style was a little too volatile for 3, so see if you want to come back and play at 5. Or they talk so highly about Tristan Stubbs, another South African. Mumbai Indians are discovering South African players more than South African selectors for their own country. So they rate Tristan Stubbs very high. So they could just give him a go. It's just that there are these overseas players. You have to play Tim David.